Hello and welcome to Straight Dude Date Night, a show where two straight dudes go on a date and they review it. My name is David Stallings and I am one of the straight dudes.
And I am Ricky Rivera, the other straight dude.
Today we just got back from the international phenomenon, the movie of the year, the one that everyone is talking about and raving about. You know it, we know it. Cocainebear.
Cocainebear.
The one we all were so hyped about. No one was thinking like, really? That's a movie? Okay.
I heard this movie is being nominated by the Oscars.
Yeah?
And the Grammys, weirdly enough.
That's insane.
Apparently, well, I mean, I think about it. I mean, a bear on cocaine, might as well just put him in the Grammys.
Might as well.
All half people getting nominated back in the 80s might have been the same path.
Yeah. Best actor is going to go to the bear as well. That's going to be, or at least they're nominated. That's cool.
Yeah. You might be thinking, the Grammys, that's music. No, I know.
Yeah, we're aware.
We're aware.
That's the bit.
That's the bit.
That's
please.
the bit.
If you didn't understand that, turn it off.
Turn it off. Turn it off. I'll go into the synopsis real quick. It's not much. If you've seen the trailer, you know the whole movie. But this movie, Cocainebear, it's such a stupid name. It's so dumb. Every time they said it in the film, too, it's like,
It's a cocaine bear.
it's so dumb. This movie is about a bear that gets high on cocaine, obviously. There is basically a plane flying over Tennessee, I think, has a ton of Colombian cocaine in it. For some reason, the guy in it dumps all of it, throws all the cocaine out and dies while doing so, and all the cocaine lands in a forest in Georgia, Chattahoochee.
I can't
Blood
remember
Mountain.
the name. Blood Mountain.
Blood
It's called
Mountain.
Blood Mountain.
That's the
in
forest.
Georgia. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could not remember the name of that city. They never said it.
No, they did. I mean,
I don't think they ever said it. I think they just showed
there were
it.
a bunch of signs with it.
Yeah, they didn't want to say it because they didn't want to mess it up.
Right. So yeah, a ton of cocaine lands in the forest, and several factions of people are involved in the forest. Mainly, the two main ones we follow are the two children who go off by themselves, trying to find some secret waterfall, and then get lost and attacked by the cocaine bear, and mom has to go find them. And then another group, which is the drug cartel people trying to recover all of the lost drugs. Meanwhile, the bear is just hunting for more drugs throughout. It's very chaotic. There's a ton of other characters we'll probably get into. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, they're there. That's the important storylines.
Yeah. We're looking for two things, okay? We're looking for the lost kids, and we're looking for the lost drugs, or some of them that we can get some money for, okay? That's what to keep track of, and we're being hunted by a big bear, okay? That's the movie.
Yep.
That's it.
Another thing, this is also Ray Liotta's last final film that he did.
Yeah.
I was reading that he passed away like a week after his last reshoot for this movie.
Wow.
Which is crazy to think that like his last piece of work was Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
For such like an esteemed career.
It's such a
that
wild,
baffles me, man. That's crazy.
It's such a wild, odd movie to have out there. Like, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like it's an actual movie. Like, millions of dollars went into it. But
it got greenlit.
It got greenlit.
The whole production.
The fact we made it past, like it's not even, because it's based on true events, but it's not even a story that's like that well known. Someone wrote out this weird script, and they were like, "That'll work. Let's do it." And they just went for it. It's so bizarre to me that it's real.
And what I love the most is of all of like the directors out there that produce horror films, you know, like out of all the people that we have, there's so many studios. Blumhouse Studios, This is like right up their alley. I mean, you have the people who made Sharknado.
Yeah.
We have all these people that could have done this, and instead they were like, Elizabeth Banks. That's our freaking person.
Yep.
And I love that she did it. It's amazing. Elizabeth
Yeah.
Banks. I just said, yeah, Starlight from Lego Movie.
Which it's Starlight from Lego Movie.
You got this.
She's in the Hunger Games as well as the announcer woman from the first one. Like, seeing that she was a director, like, props to her for doing it. It was just so bizarre to be like, she's making the Cocaine Bear movie?
The same girl who played a Lego is working with Ice Cube's son.
Yes.
To make a movie about a bear
Yes.
that is on cocaine and is just ripping people apart because
Yeah.
it can.
Yeah.
What a concept. What a time we live in, man.
Which, like...
We invented the cell phone, you know? Us humans. We invented cell phones.
And then we
We invented cars.
and then brought the Cocaine Bear to the cinema.
We invented Cocaine Bear. What will we think of next, huh?
It was just
Meth
so-
Snake.
Meth Snake. Dude,
The Breaking Bad crossover.
just so people know, because you and I you've mentioned it multiple times to me. The director has straight up said, like, hey, if this movie succeeds, I'm down to make a cocaine animal series. Next one's Cocaine Shark. Like, this is not a joke.
Oh, Cocaine Shark, because that happened. That's the other thing about this movie. It was based off true events.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the other reason why they want to do a Cocaine Shark. Is apparently the similar concept happened. A bunch of cocaine gets dumped in the ocean.
It's just, oh
Let me
my
tell you
gosh.
though, the cocaine franchise, I'm here for it.
We'll
got
see
Cocaine
all of
Bear.
them.
We'll see Cocaine Shark. We'll see, I don't know, what else? Cocaine Frog, maybe?
Cocaine frog, it's not even a predator. You're gonna do it's just a frog jumping around incessantly.
Dude, that thing's gonna be a menace. I hear you're trying to sleep. It's
It's just in the room, you can't find it.
no, it's just bouncing off the walls, just making all kinds of noise.
It could have been.
That's the best like trajectory, you know. You would think maybe we go like cocaine snake or cocaine lion.
Yeah.
No, man, cocaine frog.
Frog, you think
Hear
that's
me
the
out.
third one?
It's like a gremlin, basically. It's just the gremlins. It's just a bunch of an army of frogs on cocaine.
Speaking of Gremlins, Gremlins was an 80s movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In 2023, this felt like we just watched an actual 80s movie. That's what this whole movie felt like, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's meant to take place in the 80s, but it felt like it came out of the 80s as well.
yeah, something about it felt nostalgic in a way, and like, I don't know how to put it. It just felt like it was made not now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that could also just been like, I mean, it's not low budget. I think that was intentional.
Yeah,
It's $35 million for the budget. I mean, I've seen movies look 10 times better for less.
yeah,
So I think that was just. I mean, you were saying that she wanted to make this like a movie that you could just go see with the boys.
yeah.
And just hang out.
I'm very impressed, with like the self-awareness of Elizabeth Banks, at least from what I've read, because I read a quote from her about what this movie was meant to be. And you said it before we walked in. This movie would succeed if it didn't take itself seriously, which Elizabeth Banks said that Cocaine Bear, she is aware that it's just supposed to be a movie that you go out to see with your friends at 7:15 on a Friday night, and then you immediately go out for beers afterwards, and you forget about it. I don't know if you forget about it or not, but like, she was very aware of what this movie would be. So I'm impressed by that, because usually you don't see that.
Yeah, I feel reminiscent of the time we went to go see the Minions. When we all we just got all the gang together. We booked a whole row
Yeah.
and laughed, and just afterwards we just hung out.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
Just
that's
walked
great.
away. Like, it's just,
I felt like the same way from this. Obviously not as good as the Minions. 'cause
yeah,
that
I mean,
movie's a perfect movie.
Minions is superb. Nothing beats it.
I had every emotion,
Right.
but
This was like a night out. You go for a night out, you go get dinner or whatever. You go see some random movie. You look it up on your phone. And you're like, oh my gosh, Cocaine Bear is out. What if we go see that?
yeah, it's the shock factor. That's all it is.
And then you see Cocaine Bear.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, what an idea. I also just saw another fact about this movie that apparently they chose the name Cocaine Bear because they just couldn't think of anything else.
Are you serious?
Just couldn't think of anything better. They're just like, yeah, that's it.
I mean,
Cocaine Bear. Just make a Cocaine Bear.
It's just
Straight to the point.
They had no idea. I mean, the simplicity of it, it still sounds so stupid. The name is so bad, but it's so simple that it works. The whole thing felt like a fever dream.
Yeah, it was great.
It's unreal.
And do something else that was so crazy was I went into this movie fully thinking like we get to have the theater ourselves like we do probably 80% of the time. This theater was almost full.
Bro, this was the most packed theater we've had.
Yeah, it was like 80% full. Like
Yeah.
Like we had people next to us. It was
Yeah.
crazy. There are people sitting in the front 2 rows like below the screen.
And as a reminder, we just saw Ant-Man last week, the day it came out, and it didn't have the theater was not as packed as Cocaine Bear was.
Dude, Cocaine Bear was packed. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was talking. Like it was just an experience.
Yeah, this was very much just a community event. It felt like everyone is here to see. Everyone's like, this is not going to be that good, right? But it's Cocaine Bear. It's so ridiculous. We all have to go see it, right?
I gotta go see it.
I have to. And we could all just wait for it to go to streaming, but all of us are so drawn to it. Like, this movie's ridiculous. It's fun,
man.
but...
Jordan Peele is shaking in his boots right now.
Right.
He's like, Elizabeth Banks just made the next big spectacle. I was going to do that. I did that. And she's just going to steal all the credit.
Well, the next one, if this one does succeed, which at the moment it looks like it is, the next one's going to, like, shoot up in quality. Like...
I hope it doesn't.
The effects for the bear. I feel like that's why this felt like it was an 80s movie, because the effects for the bear were like, you can't knock them for it. It's not like they're gonna try and train a real bear. That would be a terrible idea. But every time the bear showed up, you're like, that's a fake bear. That's a CGI. That's someone in a suit.
Yeah.
And that's not a bear.
Which I'm happy they didn't. I mean, at least I don't think they used a real bear in any scene.
Nope, they didn't.
Which is good because like there are simple scenes of the bear just like laying around, but you would have been able to notice.
But
like, going back and forth because there's also like the bear is just sprinting down the street.
Yes.
Like you're not gonna get a bear to do that.
But you know what's great to think about with movies like this? There was the actor that was the bear. There was.
Oh, I'm gonna look it
up.
up.
Someone who, in some scenes, in order to help the actors, someone in a green screen and in a setup or in a green suit, in their whole setup, and trying to act like a bear in the scene, so that the actors had something to work off of.
Yeah,
that's a real thing.
Wow, now it's time to find out.
I looked it up. There's a person for it, and they had to.
Oh my goodness!
They had to do that.
Well, that'd be a pretty cool job.
No, I feel like it'd be a painful job.
Could you imagine?
When's the last time you tried to crawl around on all fours, Ricky?
Recently, a couple of times.
Yeah?
But that's just playing with a baby. Like.
Okay, I see.
But no, yeah, I guess that'd be a little bit harder. I think I'd still do it though, you know?
I mean, if I was getting paid a ton, then yeah, I'll do it. But I feel
what
like...
would be your threshold?
How much would I need to get paid?
Yeah, to just crawl around on all fours and act like a bear on cocaine. Honestly, I'd probably do it for a pretty low amount. Like, even knowing that the budget's like $35 million and I could ask for a good amount, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know, just send me like $6,000 or something. Like,
$6,000
yeah,
to do
whatever.
it?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Over several months.
Dude, well, for maybe it's different for you because you're actually trying to build like an acting career. But like me, some guy out the street, they just said like, "Here's $5,000. Would you be willing to just be a bear and you can hang out with Ice Cube's son?" I'd be like, "Sure, yeah, sounds cool."
$6,000 is such a. The budget was $35 million. I'll do it for $6,000, guys.
Yeah, sure, why not? Hit me up, I'll do it.
I don't know.
I mean, you're not gonna get probably good quality out of me. Like, you know, you want quality.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'll commit like a week to it.
I'll commit a week. We're gonna get all of the shots in a week, guys.
Hey, man, $5,000 a week.
$5,000. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, once it starts affecting like, you know, my actual job, I don't know. It'd be cool to just be like, oh, I was that bear, but you're never gonna get credit because it's not like nobody's gonna ever see you.
I would love to have a role that's like you don't see me at all in it, but I am the guy. Like I'm the bear, or I'm Master Chief in Halo. You don't get to see anything.
Yeah.
Like I have a helmet on, or I'm an animal, and then just like put that in my reel, and just put like a 5-second part that's just focusing on the bear, and it's like that was me. That was me.
Now, did you see the part where I said "rar"?
Yeah, that was authentic.
That was me.
That was me. There was no special effects added to it. That was all me. Okay, I commit to my character. I commit to the roles I get. Okay, hire me.
Man.
Hashtag hire me.
Yeah, I wonder how that would go. Just presenting that conversation. You let me know how that works.
I would just like at the end of my reel, it would just be 5 seconds of me as the bear. And then just the reel would just end.
Any questions?
Any questions? And then my contact info.
Yep.
A specific email for all bear-related casting.
Wow, what a movie. What a silly, goofy.
Yeah, if people are... I mean, this is not... I don't think this is a good movie. It's more of just like, I'm here to hang out. I wanted the experience of going to a theater with my friends. You'll get that experience. It's fun, but it's not like great.
Yeah.
IMO.
I think weirdly enough, even though the effects aren't crazy and it's a pretty simple movie, I really do think the best way to watch it is in the theater. Mm-hmm. Like just going with some friends to go. Because if you were just watching this by yourself streaming at home, you would have been like, what did I just like? This is...
I think people would turn it off.
Why am I on Freeform? Why am I using this?
Yeah.
app? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I'd feel.
It's such an odd movie. It's one that's so obscure that you just, like, it seems like it would just exist on a random TV channel.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they made it just for this channel out of nowhere, and then it just lives there.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
Every Friday they play it.
Yeah, exactly. No, this is just like, this was a funny time. But you're right. It's not like it's not the best movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But that's not what it was trying to be. So it's a very weird movie where it's like they set the expectation early. This won't change your life. It's just fun.
Because I almost feel bad, like, potentially talking about like the issues that there is with the plot or how the acting was or anything. It seems like everyone involved with the project knew what the point of the movie was. It's not gonna be great, but we're trying to put something out there that's fun, it's random, and you'll enjoy it for a little bit. We'll take you away for an hour and a half. That's admirable. I don't knock them for that. That's actually cool to me.
Yeah, it felt, you could definitely feel the energy of like, look, we're not making, like, if we could do this movie without people, we would have just done it. But we kind of need something for the bear to attack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, if they could have just done this all CGI'd, I'm sure they would have.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, we felt it in the theater too. Again, we haven't seen a theater probably since like Christmas with like Avatar, where we haven't seen a theater that was this packed and this energetic the whole time. Everyone was so hyped and into it while we were watching it, which is, I say it's not a good movie, but that's like, I'm saying that in like the grander scheme, right? If you take all the variables of the movie together, it's not good to me. But the point of movies as well is just to entertain, and it does that. So that's my recommendation on it, real quick. Of just like, if you want to go see it, if you need the movie to go see it now. Yeah.
I mean, the guy next to me, he was just by himself, and he was laughing and like talking about it the whole time. Like, I feel like if a movie can make you do that, then like it was pretty good. Now it achieved its goal, because I wouldn't go out to a movie and like be like talking and be like, oh my gosh, you guys see this? Like, you know, like I wouldn't be doing that unless I was like really into it.
I don't know if you could hear this, but my favorite part was at the beginning of the movie. At the beginning of the film, they actually give like literally a Wikipedia quote on
source Wikipedia.
Yeah, it says it's from Wikipedia, and it's a source on like, bears do not attack normally, just a heads up, and then we show you cocainebear, which does attack. When all the words popped up, and this includes, so when the quote popped up and then all of the actor names popped up, I don't know if you heard this, I had someone sitting next to me 2 seats away who was narrating the movie for me. And for whoever she was with, literally reading everything on the screen out loud. And it was just like, once the quote ended, I was like, okay, thank you. And then all the actor names popped up. And yes, like, Carrie Russell, Ray Liotta, saying them out loud. It's like, yeah, they're in it. And
Wow, that's awesome. I did not notice that.
yeah, we haven't had a packed theater in a while, and sometimes the best part of the movie isn't the movie itself; it's the people around you.
I'm telling you, man, that's why this movie is like worth seeing it, because it's just like you realize like we all paid to see this.
Yeah,
Like every single one of us in here paid an amount
Yeah.
to see this, and some of us who aren't A-list, which I assume when we go, most people aren't A-list members.
the majority of people I think still are not A-list.
Yeah, especially for the big movies like that. I just assume all these people just spent $15 to come watch this movie.
Yep.
And I
then
love
get snacks and everything too.
Yeah, I mean, wow, what a time.
Yeah. That. Now I will say one thing. I think it's just for me. It was just a little over the top, and I didn't realize this movie was gonna be this way. And I think the trailers alone should have been an indicator. I haven't gone to a movie where the trailers are not only rated R, but they, instead of the green logo, they're red.
The red band?
Yeah, which means that they're like really bad.
Uncensored trailer, essentially.
Yeah.
Not an uncensored movie, just it's rated R, so we're going to show you real scenes.
Yeah, which that should have tipped me off of how gory this movie was going to be.
Yeah.
And not just like, there's so many movies that have just like blood being spewed everywhere. That's not the issue I have with it. It's more of like actually showing insane amounts of like guts and limbs being torn apart for some reason. I don't know if it's just the mood I'm in today or something, but I was just like, this is so much. This is too much for me right now.
See, I loved it. I was like, make it more. Like, give me more gore, you know?
It was
like
it
the
was so
arms.
much.
They made it look really, like, they didn't actually show like limbs being torn off. It was just more so like after the bear tore it off,
Yeah.
I throw it off to the side.
Yeah.
So that's why the other reason why I think what felt very 80s as well, because they didn't really go too deep into like, I want to show the bear chomping off a leg.
Yeah.
That's like a very modern day kind of gory.
Yeah. But what's funny is that, and I'll go into a knock on the plot, is that a lot of the movie had just characters thrown in just so that they could be killed in some crazy way, and it does nothing for the plot at all.
Which I love.
It's great. It's hilarious. The main culprit of that, I think, is the scene with the ambulance. And there's 3 characters involved. There's the 2 EMT people who show up, and then there's the park ranger.
Yeah.
And there's this whole crazy chase that happens between them and the cocaine bear on the road, where the bear's jumping over while the ranger is strapped to a gurney with shooting a gun at the bear. That was probably the most intense scene of the movie, where they actually showed like a ton of stuff happening, and someone gets launched out of the windshield of the car, and the person in the gurney just gets scraped across the street. It's horrifying. And all of it has no impact on the story at all. Nope. No one knows that this happened. No one acknowledges it. No main character knows that this went down. It does nothing for the story.
It does nothing for the movie. It's just fun.
It's just like, it's a scene where the writers had an idea and were like, yeah, let's throw this in.
Yeah, just put it in there.
The people like checking it are like, okay, so does the bear like get more cocaine from this, or does someone important die during it? What's the impact of this scene? Nothing.
Nothing. It's just fun to kill some randoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was probably one of the best parts of the movie. And again, also kind of feels like old like horror movies where the first kill is always like, it's just to show you who the killer is.
Yeah.
This was the same exact effect, you know?
Yeah, just to show the brutality of the bear. That's it.
Dude, that scene was awesome.
It was so good. The bear leaping into the ambulance and then getting into a fight, like a physical fight with one of the EMTs.
Yeah.
his finger snaps off before he's pulled back. Oh my gosh.
I did love too that like this whole movie, again, we've said it enough, but the movie doesn't take itself very serious, and it's made very clear, which I love that, because imagine like them trying to push this as like a real horror movie. Like there were some scenes where like it was kind of horror, but they were just making it funny. Like there's like a whole scene where like the mom is behind a tree and we slowly cut, and that's usually the part of the movie where you see the slasher is like behind them, when you just see a big bear paw scratch the tree. And normally in a theater you would think like but everybody was like, ha, yeah,
everyone's laughing at it.
Yeah, get the bear.
Well, what's even better to me was that when like the horror parts would happen where it's like there's something skulking nearby but we don't see it and we're like looking for it, I just kept remembering like the thing skulking is a massive bear, and they're showing it. In the background, they're showing it just like zooming across the screen and vanishing somewhere like it's a ghost. And it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's like there's no logic in that. But it's like I think they were really showing their cards at the beginning of the movie by doing that so much of just like we're messing around. None of this. Yeah, it could be a horror movie. We're not going to do that. It's all ridiculous. The bear is massive and larger than everyone else, but it's super hidden and super quiet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and even like the text towards the end, they're like, the bear, nobody's ever found the bear ever again.
Yeah.
It lives in the woods. It's just like even that didn't feel serious. I loved it. No. I was just like, oh, this is great. But at the same time, could you imagine being around a bear on cocaine?
Oh my gosh.
I would be freaking. I probably would have been the exact same way as the officer when he throws the cocaine at the bear, and they're like, "You just give the bear cocaine." He's like, "I don't know. I just kind of want to see what it does." I probably would have been the same way.
I want to see what it does.
I probably would have been like, "Huh, it did that."
This is not something I've ever considered in real life.
Now let's just sit here and think about this.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see how this plays out.
What happens here?
Does it kill the bear? Can bears do drugs? Like that surely, right? Like it barely is.
Barely.
Our bodies can barely.
Our
bodies can barely sustain like drugs like that. Like, how's it gonna affect an animal?
Bro, the best part of this movie though was when the two kids at the very beginning run off into the forest on their own. They find a big pack of the cocaine. They find a brick of it. And then just start roasting each other about like, no, you do it. You do the cocaine.
No,
How do you do it? You eat it. And everyone in the theater was enthralled by this scene of these two teenagers like about to take a ton of the cocaine and just eat it. Everyone's reaction to that in the theater was way more intense than anything else in the movie.
Oh, yeah, that was a good scene. Just, no, don't do it.
Yep. Which, by the way, I feel like there have been plenty of movies recently where I have been critical of the teenagers and that they're annoying or dumb, just like in real life. Sorry. The teenagers in this one, they're like my favorite character.
Really?
The boy. The little southern drawl.
Henry?
Henry. Everything the kid said, and he took the cocaine at the beginning, so he's also just high throughout the film.
I'm so hungry.
I'm so hungry right now. And just like the one line too of like, I wish I with the southern accent, I wish I could forget that, ma'am, but that seems like an instant that a man don't ever forget. It's just like, you're 13. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the kids are pretty good, man. They have to have pretty good families for their parents to let them be in a movie like this, because eventually they're gonna see it, and I don't think they're gonna make them wait very long. Like if I was like 12 and I did a movie like this, I'd be like, I'm gonna see it. I was in a movie.
I was in a big movie.
Yeah, you can't hold this from me.
Mom, I know it's rated R, but I was in it. You signed the paperwork. Yeah. You let me go do it.
Which I'd probably let my kid be in a movie like that. Why not?
You let them fight the cocaine bear?
Yeah, sure. They're not using a real bear. I'm in. If it's me in the costume, it's even funnier, you know? It's me.
They signed you on as the bear.
Yeah,
and then hired your son to be in the movie.
Yeah, I like drop him off like at the front of the studio, and I kind of make a loop around to make it seem like we're not coming in together.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to embarrass him. It's his first acting debut.
Of course.
And then, I come back around. I get in the bear costume. He doesn't know it's me.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to see him like work, proud dad moment in Cocaine Bear.
Oh my gosh, man. I can't believe that they want to make more of these.
I honestly, I support it. I think keep it going. I don't think we need many more. Like, I think a cocaine shark would be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe like one more. But eventually the bit would get old.
Yeah.
Like the bit, that was like the problem with like Sharknado was like, these movies are pretty comparable. It's a funny idea.
I was just thinking that the Sharknado, I think, is a good example of what this movie is.
Yeah. Yeah. Or even, what's the one we just saw at David Harbour? Silent Night?
Violent Night.
Violent Night. Yeah. This kind of feels almost the same. Like it's in the same category of like, it's not a movie that takes itself serious. The bit is funny,
mm-hmm.
but we couldn't make a franchise out of this.
Yeah.
Like these will only be funny for maybe one more.
Yeah.
Because they make you leaving going like, oh, I want more. But then as soon as you start getting more, you start realizing like, all right.
Yeah, this is probably
dumb.
going to get old fast.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, so I hope Elizabeth Banks comes back and does Cocaine Shark. And I think it would be funny to just, the next time an animal does cocaine and it's reported on the news, she's just like, it's time to start cooking again. Let's get back in the studio.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's our time, man.
Dude, those frogs, we find out Elizabeth Banks has just been giving frogs cocaine somewhere in the bayou, just going crazy.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to do frogs next. That's a powerful prediction, Ricky.
Dude, cocaine monkeys? Oh my God. Cocaine ape? Oh,
cocaine
man.
ape, dude.
Oh, man. Cocaine ape. Now that is a concept.
I feel like that's probably the way that this would go if they keep trying to make these, is that they choose an animal based on a unique location. So, like, the big difference with doing a shark is that it's the ocean, right? And if it were an ape, it could be a jungle.
Oh,
or
man.
if they did a lion, it's like a safari or Sahara, whatever.
Yeah, a lion would make sense too, with tours and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we just had a lion movie last year, right?
Beasts.
Yeah, we didn't review it, but
Why would we?
why would we?
Hot take.
The lion was not on cocaine, so
Yeah, the
I didn't
lion
want
was just
to.
aggro. I think the point of that one was like it was like a demon lion or something like that.
Maybe, but the real
lame.
demon lion is one that's on cocaine.
See, here's the reason why we didn't see that movie. The commercials made it look like it took itself serious.
Mm-hmm. We don't want that.
The difference here, I could tell from the beginning that Cocaine Bear was going to be a joke,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that. I'm in.
And we've been seeing that trailer since like November.
Oh yeah,
We've been seeing the trailer for Cocaine Bear for a long time.
we've been waiting.
We've been waiting. We've been ready.
I'm telling you, man, Cocaine Ape, and then it turns into like a Planet of the Apes type of scenario where where apes are now running the cartel. That'd be scary. Apes, man, they got thumbs.
It's like the cocaine ape. It shows them evolving to like their own black market society where they have just crates of cocaine around. They have to buy it with bananas. Like,
banana? No, it's not time yet. It's not time yet.
Stay
Get
out.
back out there.
Not yet.
These minions, man, they hear one word. Shut the door on it. Shut the door on it.
Gotta be careful around here, dude. I'm always walking on eggshells in my own home, dude. It's insane living
Reading
here.
through my grocery list, I have to silence that part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, look, man, Cocaine Ape, I'm there. Like, apes are. I loved Planet of the Apes, so Cocaine Ape, I'd go hard. A silverback gorilla, could you imagine? On cocaine, holy cow! Woo!
I'm just envisioning. I don't know why I have the idea that this would also be somehow related to like a Harambe movie.
Oh man,
I don't know why
crazy.
I'm having that thought right now.
I would go crazy.
That somehow
to escape.
Yeah, it's dude.
Never forget, man.
A Harambe movie, but he escaped
because of the power of cocaine.
Because of the power of the cocaine that the child had when he fell into the enclosure and gave to him.
Whoa.
And then Harambe escaped.
And Harambe comes after the man who dumped him in there with the cocaine.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, it's
redemption arc. And then he becomes president.
When do you think we'll see a Harambe movie?
I've thought about this actually before.
You have?
Yeah, I honestly I don't know, but I think they'll make it a serious movie. Like I think Harambe, give it maybe like 5 more years, and I really do think it'll be like an actual like serious.
Do you think it'll be more like
serious,
like
movie.
a documentary movie, or
I don't know. There may be documentaries out there, but no, I'm thinking the full works. I'm thinking we give Harambe a whole thing. It's gonna be a serious movie.
the rise and fall of the legendary ape?
It's gonna be like Jordan Peele does it.
Jordan Peele making the Harambe movie.
Dude, think of a better director for it, like that style of movie that he does. Harambe it's just right up the alley. He's gonna make it happen.
All right. Put that on the list of predictions.
Yeah, Jordan Peele
is gonna make the very serious Harambe movie within the next 5 years. You heard it here first, folks.
If it happens, then we deserve some royalties.
Yes, or we'll just go see it. It better be good. Maybe we can be in the movie.
I'll be. Hey.
We can be Harambe.
Hey, hear me out. I said $5,000 for a bear. For an ape, 4.
4.
Cake. Easy. I don't have to get on all 4s. I can just stand.
True. Yeah. You
I
just
walk.
stand, sit down. It's all normal.
Yeah. Easy.
Oh man.
Wow. We
Bro,
didn't even really there's not much to describe.
how do you dissect this movie? It's not serious at all. So they accomplished their task.
It's just like a movie. You just get to. This is you know what we're doing right now is exactly what she wanted to accomplish. Just BSing, talking. You know, just a couple of bros who just watched
The Cocaine Bear, and now we're talking about Harambe. This is the natural progression of things.
We're gonna hear somebody else say like, "Oh, I saw a Cocaine Bear," and we're gonna be like, "Dude, that was crazy, right?" We're not gonna be like, "I didn't really like it too much. I didn't think it was sophisticated." You're gonna be like, "That movie was something else."
Yeah, I think everyone is going to say it was good. It was fun. I know I didn't say that earlier, but in general, people are going to say it was good because it accomplished its goal of just like...
You can't make a complaint of something that
Yeah,
it wasn't trying.
Like straight up, the trailers show it. It's all stupid. It's a stupid movie. The director even said so, which like that's admirable for them to just acknowledge it and not be like snooty and be like, no, this is an amazing work of art that everyone's gonna love. No, it's a cocaine bear. How do you make that? Don't make that serious. It's a dumb idea, but it happened.
Yeah,
it's gonna make some money for you.
It's like McDonald's chicken nuggets. Nobody's gonna ever be like, "Oh, those are like the most ungodly, unhealthy things." You're gonna be like, "Yeah, but like you'd still eat some, right?"
Bro, I can't eat.
You don't like McDonald's?
No. Hear me out, okay? I loved them. Okay, I loved them so much. Like growing up, this is so sweet. That was my favorite meal. If we could ever eat out, I always ask my mom, "Can we go get McDonald's so I can get chicken nuggets?" Like that was always a thing for me. And then at some point, I think after college, I just stopped eating them, or maybe it was during college. At some point, I stopped eating them, and I went without them for like 2.5 years or 3 years. I just didn't have McDonald's ever. And then there's one day I went back and had them, and I nearly threw up. I was like, how did I eat so much of this? So like McDonald's, can't eat it.
Wow.
I can't have it.
See, I feel like, okay, it makes you sick.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you could, you would.
I mean, I do remember the nostalgia of it. I do remember it.
I feel like everybody who always says like McDonald's is so terrible for you has eaten McDonald's within the last year. It's just like, like who just doesn't who hasn't just had like a road trip and they're just like, I got a 6-hour drive. McDonald's breakfast.
Bro, I'm
stop real quick.
Oh yeah, the breakfast is solid.
Yeah, that's the thing. People eat that breakfast all the time, and then they're like, dude, McDonald's is so bad for you. That's McDonald's. There's a separation of lunch and breakfast, but it's still McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like half the people I know who are like, dude, McDonald's is so trash and so whatever. I've had breakfast sandwiches with them. I know they're lying.
Bro. I think the last time that, or like every time I think of McDonald's breakfast, I have this one specific memory that I think is so funny. where again I was okay. So I did have McDonald's in college. I'm remembering, but it wasn't the nuggets. It was the breakfast. I was leaving my house to go to an extremely important interview that I had across town. I was like fully dressed up, and it was for a really big internship that I was hoping to get with a lucrative company in town. And I forgot to eat on the way out.
Yes.
And so I had some time. I went and picked up breakfast from the McDonald's. For some reason, I didn't just go in because I had time. I got the meal, and I sat in the parking lot eating my McDonald's breakfast, fully dressed up, ready to go to
yes.
at the time the most important interview I would have so far. And it was just like this very odd dynamic of being a college kid and also I'm trying to enter the adult world at the same time.
It's a very like pursuit of happiness moment.
Yeah, for real, dude, for real.
I'm sure I've had plenty of times like that. Just fully professional. I'm also eating McDonald's breakfast.
McDonald's. Yeah, I can't. What I can have is Wendy's for some reason.
What?
I know, it's weird to me.
Wendy's, like, of all the fast foods, like, it's all kind of like, I don't know. I feel like it's all a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But Wendy's genuinely, I think, has like the best burgers out of all of the fast food places.
Well, I get the nuggets.
Wow.
I get the nuggets.
I mean, the nuggets are good, but I mean, like they had the, it's never frozen.
Bro, I love it. That is so good. That's a hankering I can get on my cheat day.
That'd have been a great part of this movie. Cocaine Bear goes to McDonald's. Could you imagine the Cocaine Bear?
Hashtag ad.
Yeah. I'd have been okay with it, honestly. It would have been a pretty funny moment.
That easy money to get,
I'm ready for Cocaine Bear toys.
Yeah.
I think I already saw that Funko Pop is making a Cocaine Bear figure.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
You're not lying.
No, they're already making it.
They're making a Cocaine Bear Funko Pop?
Dude, Funko Pop makes something for everything.
I guess so. That's... This whole movie's just an ad. Or just a reason to make new merchandise for stuff then.
Dude, it's awesome. Look at this thing. It's a bear with a brick of cocaine in its mouth right out the bag. And you could buy it on Funko. I don't want these offers. Thank you, though. You could buy it for $15.
It's 15. It looks so cute.
Right? Isn't that awesome?
We're not sponsored, but go look up the Funko Pop Cocaine Bear. It looks awesome.
Man, I wish we were sponsored by Funko Pop. Funko Pops are awesome.
Hey, Funko Pop, hit us up and send us the Cocaine Bear Funko Pop.
Dude, could you imagine lining up a bunch of Funko Pops for the movies we've seen? That'd be awesome.
Oh my gosh. That's like actually a great idea. We could put them on all the panels too. All the acoustic panels could have different Funko Pops of movies we've seen.
That's great.
That was only $15. I might go buy it after this.
Because it's so cute. I'm telling you, man. Cocaine Bear, the franchise.
But dude,
the one movie.
But dude, the Cubs though. Those were cute.
No,
the cocaine Cubs.
The cocaine Cubs, those were definitely cute.
Those were beautiful children.
I think one of the best moments of that whole movie is at the end. They show the three of them kind of hanging out, and there's like just random people taking photos of the bears, and the little cub just starts like scratching its nose because he's hankering for a sniff of cocaine.
It's absolutely
that definitely
ridiculous.
got me.
Oh my gosh.
That was the best end credit scene. That's better than any end credit scene I've ever seen, and that's all Marvel movies right there.
True, yeah.
Those were way better.
Yeah. This movie was so odd, too. All of the characters were just weird.
They're like random.
The detective, for some reason, had a fancy dog, like a frilly dog. Like that was the only personal thing we knew about the man.
He ordered a lab and then got this dog instead.
Yeah, like a white Maltese thing.
Yeah,
I think it was a Maltese.
Random, just funny story.
For some reason, he has the dog, and leaves it with a different officer. That's the only personal fact we know about that person. The park ranger is trying to date the like wildlife inspector. That's the only thing we know about her. There was also, we haven't even talked about this. There was a teenage gang. in the movie. Like a really weird group of guys
who just went around and just cut people.
Yeah, they just were going around cutting people. And there was a whole fight in the bathroom for no reason.
Yeah, they were pretty random. And they all got torn up.
Yeah.
Well, one of them just got shot. But the rest of them got torn up by that bear.
Yeah. It was just so... It was so odd. Everything in the movie was... again, the whole thing feels like a fever dream.
Yeah, man. I forgot about the gang. That was random. All the characters are pretty random, but
yeah,
that's the whole fun of it, man. Just give me more people for the cocaine bear sacrifice.
Yeah.
You can't kill off the main characters. We just go attach them. They're not going to kill the kids.
You can't kill the kids. You can't kill them.
We already showed them doing...
This is a serious movie.
Yeah, we showed them doing cocaine. We can't kill them.
Yeah. We like the kids. We like them. You know, they were good kids. You can't send the bear after them.
You know who I would have loved to have seen in this movie as like the paramedic would have been really funny? Charlie Day. Wouldn't that have been like a great like just character? Like just the paramedics show up and who comes walking out the car is Charlie Day. All right. Everybody calm down. Just let me just get the bear.
We're gonna get the bear.
What? Oh my gosh! What is happening here? Is that a bear? That's a bear. Is that a bear? Run! That's a bear.
That's a good impression, bro.
Dude, Charlie Day, he's a one-tone kind of guy, and it works every time.
Every time it's perfect for the role he's in. 100% of the time.
He doesn't need to break out of it, man. That's one of the few actors that is allowed to live in that same lane for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely. That would have been a good cast. That would have been a good...
Hilarious. Just a random Charlie Day
cameo. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know what else to say about this movie.
Yeah, it's again, you can't really complain about any flaws. Like, it's not like there's much story development, but like there doesn't really need to be.
No, not really. There's no.
I think if we had developed bigger stories and bigger feelings, the movie would have been taken like a bit more serious.
Yeah, because what I do give them credit for is that they do have a character arc. I'm realizing they have two main ones, which is that the mom and daughter end up reconnecting by the end of it. That is one of these. That's a storyline that ends up happening through it. It's very subtle. It's just because they went through this traumatic experience. And then the other one is Ice Cube's son, Ice Cube Jr. I don't know his name.
O'Shea. Something like that. I think it's O'Shea Jackson.
O'Shea. He is very committed to the drug ring that he's in, and then by the end of it is like, this is not worth it, and then gets away from it.
Turns out the whole time he's been so obsessive about the cocaine is because he knows that the rest is that the guy who was trying to just leave, his whole family will die.
Yeah.
It's the whole reason why he's like, we got to get this drugs, man. He's like, bro, it's a bear on cocaine. I don't care. Mm-hmm. And then the dad shows up and is like, we'll owe $14 million to somebody.
Yeah.
They'll come for you. And then that's why he realizes like, oh, that's why he's been so obsessive about getting this.
Yeah.
It's not for him. It's for me.
So they do manage to have the arcs so this movie feels satisfying, because ultimately the problem does not get resolved too. The bear doesn't die. No one kills the bear. And by the end, they're still like, they clearly show them still wanting cocaine.
Yeah.
So the problem is still there.
But like, it's funnier now.
It's funnier.
Because there's a bear out there that is in love with cocaine.
Yeah. So that, for like plot-focused review, like that's the only thing that's like, hey, that's good. That's good plot work. Good job. But that's not what we're here for.
Yeah.
Like,
good job, guys. But like, yeah, no, it's good. It's good that they didn't really do too much developing, because like it just meant that everybody was on the table to die to this bear, and that's fine.
Pretty much.
It's not about. I didn't show up to Cocaine Bear to be moved by a story.
Yeah.
I showed up because I wanted to see a bear on drugs just tear people apart.
Yeah. If they made the story about like, if they made the story that the focus was we gotta kill the bear, then or capture it or something, then there probably would have been a main character that was focused on doing that, and that would mean they were off the table of being killed.
Yeah.
The whole movie, you still felt like you did not know who could die during this. Even with the kids at the beginning, because like it was very early on that they get attacked by the bear, and you don't know if like you don't know fully yet. Is this serious or not?
Yeah, in order to build any sense of suspense, they had to give just some story. Because without a story, we wouldn't. This is like the problem I had with Dunkirk, that one movie that had no main characters or whatever it was that Christopher Nolan did.
Yeah,
it's a fine movie, but like, there's no stakes in it because I don't know anything about any of these people, so I really don't care who dies or who lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like for here, it would have been the exact same scenario where it's just like I really don't care what happens. I'm just in it to see the bear.
I want more of the bear. That's it.
So they put a little underlying story in there just to be like, oh no, are they gonna get the kid? No way they get the kid.
Don't
right?
get the kid.
But if they had never given us anything about Henry, if he was just a kid that was in the tree and he just got demolished, we would have been like, oh, I was brutal.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have felt like, oh dang.
Yeah.
I liked Henry.
I liked Henry. He's my favorite. With that, okay, boys, you can come in now. We're gonna do it.
Woo, banana, woo, banana, woo. Hey, wait, where's the cocaine? Okay.
Okay, if you're gonna pretend to be the bear, it doesn't talk.
Just kidding, just kidding on the bear thing. So
they're learning to talk a lot more recently.
Yeah, they're listening to you.
they're putting words together a bit more easily now. It's getting a bit scary for me.
The minions are evolving. Soon enough, they'll be doing the whole episode by themselves. The minions spin off.
Terrible.
So what did we think? Yes, la cucaracha, la... ¿Qué pasó? La papaya.
the simplest movie review, bro.
Maybe April Fools. That'd be a good bit.
Maybe.
We'll make a 1 minute review.
Oh my gosh. All right, Ricky. You want to go first on Banana Meter?
Yeah. Cocaine Bear, I've been thinking about it the whole time on like what to rate it, because it feels like what was that movie we had? We had a movie a while ago where we struggled with like, oh, this movie didn't really move me in any way, but like it did its goal.
The Menu.
Yeah, this is the same. This is like, I feel like the same dilemma where I'm like, man, I don't feel like I'd watch this again. I had a fun time. I liked the gore. I enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah.
The movie is like so dumb that like I'm not gonna be able to see it anytime soon.
Yeah.
But in a few months, I would definitely watch it again with like some friends and just be like, oh, you haven't seen it? Let's just pop it on. It's only an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Why not? Like any storyline issues you may have, any CGI issues you may have, I can't really fault him for it because it was all intentional. It was like, I feel like everything in this movie, whether it was good or bad, was intentional.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the acting is subpar. I mean, it's all right acting from a lot of the characters, but again, I think that if they were good actors, we would have been thinking, oh, they were actually trying to take this serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
With all that being said, I think I'm going to give the Cocaine Bear a 70%. It did its goal. Mm-hmm. It did what it was supposed to do. I had a great time. I'm happy that we got to talk about it after.
Yeah.
Would I watch it again? Yeah, I'd watch it again. Best movie ever? No. But I think 70 is perfect because it achieved its goals of just being a movie that's there.
Yeah. Okay. 70 banana. All right.
70 banana.
So, okay. Solid. I think... Because I agree with you, it achieved all its goals, but truly, like I don't see myself ever watching this movie again. It's always just gonna be that one that like 10 years down the road, I'll remember it just because it's so ridiculous and be like, do you guys remember that Cocaine Bear? Yeah, it wasn't good, but it existed.
It's not good, but like I had a good time.
I had a good time, which like it achieved its goal with that. For the experience of going to see it, but the movie itself I don't think is good. I feel like it's gonna be forgettable, and I don't know, something about this movie did not hit for me. I was not into this movie that much. And maybe it's just, maybe I'm too sophisticated. You know, Ricky? Maybe,
That's true.
Maybe we all can agree that I'm too sophisticated.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Well, good luck getting a call from Elizabeth Banks to do the next movie.
Dang it.
I'll be on the cast.
Dang it. No, I don't know.
Good luck doing this podcast after I make it big time. I'm being the shark.
Shoot, bro. You're going to be the cocaine shark now. Yeah, I just... It was just dumb. And it wasn't like... Do you gain much from it? Obviously not, from what we've discussed. And then, like... I don't know how to put it. Like, I do feel like I'm being just snobby right now. I just didn't like it. That's all I can say
it's a
as a
dumb
consumer. It's a dumb movie, which has pros and cons, which is that I laugh at it because it's a dumb movie, but at the end of it, I'm like, that was a waste of time. It's a dumb movie. Why'd I see this? I knew it was going to be dumb.
But wasn't that the goal the whole time?
Why would I do this? I don't know. Because of that, I'm giving it a 55. It's like close to a D mark to me, but it's still like, I'm not going to watch it again. I'm not going to recommend it to people other than if they want to just see the Cocaine Bear. I'll probably show them a clip of the Cocaine Bear if they didn't see it. But I'm not watching 90 minutes of it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that puts this at what? 62.5?
Congratulations. Yes.
Big math.
I love it.
I feel like that's a fair rating.
Yeah, low D.
Like a 6.3, I'd say.
Yeah.
If you had to put it into the IMDb terms of a lesser man than us.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
A sophisticated
but for us,
moviegoers who rated on the banana meter.
It's 62.5 banana.
Yeah.
Which is perfect.
That's a good place for it to live. It's a very dumb movie.
Yeah.
But if you're into gore, you'll have a great time.
I would recommend this movie while it is in theaters to go see it.
Yes.
For a good time. That's it. When it comes out on streaming, do not watch it. It's not, unless you have like a party going on and all of you are like, yeah, let's watch Cocaine Bear. That sounds great.
It's in a moment of time. Like it's just its own moment of time is what it feels like, you know?
For real, yeah.
Like in like 4 years when we're like, do you remember Cocaine Bear? I'm like, oh my God, that was so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we did that. But like you remember like the bear and how like what if that was real life, you know?
Yeah.
That's how we would be.
Yeah.
And I think that was the goal. I really don't think she was trying to do much else than that.
It's meant to be a movie that's just a conversation starter while you start to get drunk with your friends that eventually leads to you talking about Harambe instead. And that's all the movie is meant to do.
But then that hang turns into, we should watch it again, right? Like when we get back home, we should watch it. I'll pop it on.
You're saying the same day we watch it again?
No.
Okay.
Like, I mean, like in like a few years, you know, we're hanging out, having a couple of drinks, we talk about this movie, and then I'm like, dude, we should put it on.
I will be the person who goes, no.
I'll be the one to say yes.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you'll say yes.
You'll be like, no, I don't really want to. I'll be like, shh, David, it's on.
But it's already on. Yeah, you are very stubborn about that. Before anyone can say no, you just already have the thing on.
Yeah, there's another room somewhere in the house. Go there.
Sorry, I would rather do something else. Oh, but it's already on.
Yeah.
I know I just suggested it, but that's why I have Alexa. I just turned it on.
Do you not know how much work the 30 seconds it took me to tell the Alexa to put it on?
Yeah, like we're doing this now.
Like I had to go over there and say, Alexa, do this.
And then it's like, okay, I'm hanging out with my friend and Ricky's now on the couch staring at the TV. Am I going to be the guest that just disregards that? I can't.
Nah, if there's one thing you should know about me, give me 30 minutes, I'll be out. That's me watching any movie after a night of hanging with the boys and trying to drink.
That's very true.
I'm out immediately. I'm the first one out typically. If it's at my house. That's why I don't like hosting things at my house and partying, because
you're too comfy at your
I'm
house.
way too comfy. I'll be the first to sleep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, that's the Cocaine Bear episode. I know everyone in the world has been wondering, what is this movie going to be like? That's it. That's it.
Yeah, this is a highly requested movie.
For some reason.
Yeah, people have asked. They haven't cared much about Ant-Man or any of these.
We've had threats from people that if we didn't review this movie, they'd stop listening to us. We're caving for them.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
But also, I'm happy I got the threats. It was good.
Yes.
It was a good time.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We were gonna see it anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was gonna happen. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah. A movie like that, can't pass it up.
Yeah. We see everything. Thank you guys so much for listening. We do hope you enjoy our Cocaine Bear review. It's so stupid.
It exists.
We got a whole bunch of social media stuff now, so you can follow us there. Links are all in the description.
Just look up Straight Dude Date Night. You'll find us.
Yeah, at some point you'll find us immediately on Google. I don't know if that's the case right now, but maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we're pretty active on the Instas, the Twitters. There's TikTok there that exists. The YouTubes exist.
Yeah,
we're
being even more committed to our podcast by entering the gauntlet of social media. So we're all over the place. If you enjoy the show, be sure to review us and leave us 5 stars. That would be great. And tell us what you think about the Cocaine Bear. I would like to see that in the reviews as well. Other than that,
I need a sophisticated review on the Cocaine Bear and why it was good.
Dude,
I want somebody to describe it to me.
There's gonna be there's a podcast or something out there where they're gonna do that.
We should do that. We could have done that. Scrap this episode. Let's just redo it. Let's
do the sophisticated review.
Why this movie was good from a actor's standpoint.
Why this movie is a 100% banana. Why? That's the episode.
Yep. Yeah, I want to hear like just Hollywood greats break this movie down. I want a round table episode of just these guys.
But they're told beforehand the result of the conversation has to be that it's a 100.
Yeah.
So they can come in guns blazing that it's bad, but they have to convince themselves by the end of it that it's perfect.
Yeah. This is what movies should be modeled after.
That would be a great podcast to listen to. Let us know if you find that podcast. I'll listen to it. With that, what is there to say? What is there to say other than in this moment of time where the Cocaine Bear exists, Ricky, I'm glad I got to experience the horror of the Cocaine Bear with you and the several other people in the theater together on this day. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you guys for listening. Have a great week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, God.